All right, so let me get this out the way right now, just in case you're new here. I think that Trump is disgusting, but I also think that Biden is disgusting, right? So if you expected this video to be filled with a bunch of worshiping of Biden or Democratic politicians in any way, you came to the wrong place, because I think that everybody up there is a mess, the entire structure and system of it. A mess, right? That said, let's talk about Amber's weird antics. I love how the cut put it here. Amber Rose, the woman once revered as a populist slut hero, has endorsed noted misogynist and alleged sexual abuser Donald Trump for the 2024 presidential election. On Monday, she posted a photo. Look at this. Look at this. Look at her face. Like, she really thinks this is cute. It is not cute. We're so bored. She posted this photo with Trump and Melania with a caption, Trump 2024. Mind you, this is the same woman who called Trump an effing idiot less than a decade prior, telling the cut at the time that she really hopes he's not president. You'll recall that Rose, she was doing all that slut walk stuff, right? In 2015, a safe haven where people from all backgrounds heaved "my puss, my choice" signs to protest systemic sexual assault and harassment on college campuses and beyond. To bolster the cause, she raised more than $50,000 for the Amber Rose Foundation, which was said to promote discussion about women's rights and equality issues. At the same time, she said she intended to raise her son, Sebastian, to be a male feminist. I mean, we can even switch articles here, right? Because in the comments, she had said, y'all think Biden cares about black people? Sad. Do your research. I did. I'll always put women first. Y'all want biological men in women's sports. Here comes the transphobia. Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. Stop being what? Stop being, when he was just up there bragging about Roe v. Wade being undone. Anyway, girl, you sound delirious. You sound dizzy. She said, stop being brainwashed because we're people of color. Okay. Different gradients though. I see. Make your own decisions is what she said. And then someone responded to her by saying, girl, you don't even like being called a black woman. Don't speak for us. You about to piss me off. And I'm really screaming though, because y'all remember when this clip of Jocelyn dragging her ass about this very issue went viral on social media. I think they were on that show College Hill Celebrity Edition together, and Jocelyn was just like, to Amber Rose, she was just like, girl, you know what your problem is? Yeah, you're biracial, but you want to be a white woman so bad. And that was the comment that made Amber Rose stand up and like hit Jocelyn or whatever. So I thought of that immediately. Another comment said she was an advocate to stop slut shaming, and ironically picks the man that dragged Stormy Daniels' name through the mud, lost a multi-million-dollar suit against Carol, the same man who said grab her by the pee, but okay, Amber, sure, he's aligned. A third person said, I used to like her, but ever since she got that tattoo on her forehead and that last baby daddy cheated on her and left her for that old lady, oh my God. Y'all are going in. She hasn't been right, and I'm not Team Biden either. Neither am I, girl. Neither am I. But to stand for the man who proudly makes laws on women's bodies and is okay with kids in cages and had this country so racially divided, you can't possibly be for real. And we can stop reading stuff here because you get the gist. But yes, Amber is definitely for real. So, I mean, obviously it's giving me very much broke tease. And as somebody who is not in a very high tax bracket at all, I should know something about that. But you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, when's the last time you heard Amber Rose's name in anything, doing anything, being anywhere? Like, think about it, for real. Before this headline, when's the last time you heard Amber Rose doing anything? Exactly. Ain't no more slut walks. I ain't heard nothing about that. Amber is not the kind of celebrity that can just sit there, no shade. Like, she's not an artist. She ain't giving us no musical album, no music, no product, no nothing, right? She can't just sit there. Even Kim Kardashian's annoying culture vulture ass don't be just sitting there. She always got something to sell us, right? So to me, Amber ain't been hitting on no shit, you know, and now the grifter path is the way that she's trying to go. But with this particular grifter path, you know, most times it blows up in your face because the people that you are tap dancing for will use you for as much as they think that you're worth, squeeze every drop of like decent PR that they can out of you, squeeze every drop of value from you, and then cast you to the side because the people that you're tap dancing for don't actually like you, and neither does the audience, their constituents, or whatever that these politicians be trying to appeal to. None of them like your ass, okay? That's why it's so trippy for me as someone like who's queer, right? To watch someone like Caitlyn Jenner really think that these conservative people that she's trying to ass kiss wouldn't have her in the chambers and in the camps right next to us, if these conservatives had their way. So it's like, it's so funny to watch y'all just lay down on purpose, lay down purposefully, and become someone's doormat. But we all know how this is going to end. That's why it's so boring. Now, I think we're going to start to see even more celebrities like this, right, jumping over to Trump. I think there's a certain segment of people who see that a Trump presidency is very likely at this point. I mean, at one of these protests for Gaza, right, the protesters were saying F Biden, and so were the counter protesters. So I think people are preemptively prepping for a Trump presidency. And so you're going to see many more people getting in line, just, you know, making sure that their purses are open to catch any dropping scraps, any dropping coins that come from Massa's table. So I think this is what you're going to see. And now here's my point about Biden, and then we can wrap the video up, right? Okay. So do y'all see how many people have hard lines when it comes to Trump? Things that are just complete deal breakers, right? Because many people said he's a racist, he's misogynist, he puts kids in cages, he brags about sexual harassment. And many of y'all rightfully said, hey, that's a hard no for me. Okay, that's a hard no. But then when people look at Biden's corny, dizzy, discombobulated ass and say, hey, the funding of a genocide is a hard no for me, y'all get mad. Some people get mad. Oh, you want Trump? Oh, you want Trump? That's not what I said. I said the funding of a genocide, that's a very big no for me. That's a hard no for me. That's what I said. People in this country not having clean water, not having affordable housing, not getting all their loans forgiven like y'all promised while y'all was over here forgiving PPP loans, right? Like your own citizens are struggling, and at the same time you're approving billions and billions in weapons and bombs and aid to go to another country. Like, that's a hard no for me. Drilling for oil at record rates higher than Trump was, like, that's a hard no for me. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on. That's what some people are saying about Biden. But then some people, y'all start to get mad at that. So some of y'all understand when people can't stand Trump, but are acting confused when they don't like Biden either. I think that's disingenuous. If you're criticizing Trumpers for being cult-like, then you also need to take a good look at who you are supporting. Now, as we have some people expressing the fact that they are disillusioned when it comes to both parties, both the Democrats and the Republicans, other people respond to their argument with, okay, but we have to pick the lesser of two evils. We have to pick our battles, blah, blah, blah. But then the response to that is that, well, if we always throw up our hands and say, well, this is the best that we've got, we just have to deal with the lesser of two evils, then the Democrats, the government, won't have any incentive to change. If they know that your vote is always going to be there, then they don't have to give a damn about anything that we're going through. So I don't know what the answer is, right? I don't know if there's a perfect answer besides a whole new entire system that don't look like this, right? And to get to that new system, if you just look at history, if you glance over history, to get to a new system, any kind of new system, is going to be a tumultuous, violent, crazy journey, right? So I know that nothing is obvious or easy when it comes to these topics or solutions, political answers, whatever. But I think that some people are so lost in the cult of the Democrats that they can't even begin to have this conversation in the first place. Like, if you think that screaming at people and shaming them and guilt tripping them into supporting your favorite enslaver is going to work while these same people you're shouting at are hungry, overworked, and they don't know how they're going to pay their rent and stuff, like, you're going to have to rethink your strategy, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Screaming at people to get them in the polls ain't working, clearly. So yeah, I just find it so interesting that we're all ready to make fun of people who mindlessly follow after Trump blindly, which we should. Like, girl, drag their ass, why not? But at the same time, when the question is posed, hey, but are y'all following mindlessly after Biden? It's like nobody want to have that conversation. So yes, I know that at the end of the day, these are the political solutions that we have in front of our face. These are the candidates that we have or whatever. I know that. But I'm saying that if we always succumb to, well, just the lesser of two evils, this is all we can do, this is it. It's like they're going to be like, okay, well, girl, if they're going to eat the cow manure that I pull out here and just hold their noses while they do it and say, oh, well, you know, this is just the lesser of two evils, then I'm just going to continue to bring the cow manure out here and they're going to continue to eat it. And I know, like I said, that the answers aren't as simple as, girl, just snap your fingers and it's a whole new political system, especially with the way that everything is so militarized, right? Like everything's so militarized. It's not going to be easy or simple or a beautiful walk in the park, but I'm saying that if we don't even start to have a conversation, if we can't even have the conversation at all without the Biden cultists mad as hell, then we're going to continue. Whatever this country looks like right now is what's going to stay like, or just continue to get worse. So yeah, tell me what you think about all this. Love y'all so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
It's a shakedown when a nigga come to town. Sick of showing all these bitches gonna drown. And all these pussies get so nervous cause they let me out the pound. It's a shakedown. Yeah, pussy bitch, get on the ground.